it going, Adam?
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
Questions for Adam?
It's your first taste of a bowl game. You excited?
Yeah, real excited. I mean, I knew that like the differences in the Pac-10 had like decreased over like the last year or so, and like that really showed this year. And the chance to play in a big bowl game. I mean, everyone's excited, pumped up around McHale. I mean, it means a lot to us, definitely.
Coming in here in your situation compared to like when Cam came here and the program was in such a down position, what can you kind of learn from what he's done to take forward in your next 3-4 years?
I mean, you can always get better, no matter where you're at. Number one in the country, like you can always get better. So like showing like the progression that they've made, like inspires like a lot of like young people, and it, like really showed me like no matter where they're at now, I mean we can always get better. And like looking at the Pac-10, I was just like, there's not too much differences, and like the teams that are getting better, like it showed me like that there's hope for like people to come up, and I just saw it in the way the people on the team, they acted and they carried themselves, that they're trying to become better. Like that was my main focus, and I think that's, as a team, every day do what you can do to make a difference, to win the Pac-10, to become a better player, a better person. Just in general, that's like a big team motto, I guess.
USC was obviously on your list of schools that wanted you, and I know that you entertained their offer. Did Saturday do anything to further solidify the decision you made in your mind?
I mean, I've always been satisfied with my decision as far as coming to University of Arizona, but I mean, it was like big for me because I felt like it could have showed me that this was the right choice for me, other than the fact that like I've enjoyed everything here, the coaching, the school, all the help that they do provide for us. But definitely beating them on Saturday was like a big like blessing in disguise as far as my choice. Yeah, for sure.
What have you learned specifically from Cam, Adam, technique-wise, that you'll be able to take into this?
Learning from Cam has been, I mean, there's been like a lot of ins and outs to it. Since he just moved to the position, I learned more about like defensive back stuff from Cam than just free safety stuff, because we were both like real new to how things went. But he knows the defense inside and out. Like anytime I need any type of like help as far as where to be lined up or what someone else is doing, so I can relay the message, because I'm supposed to know everything when I'm on the field, just to help the other defensive backs, because that's just the job of the free safety. He's been able to just help me on breaks, stay low, just tendencies, be able to notice what someone's doing, the way they're leaning, or just break down film. Like he's been a real help to me, and I like appreciate like what he's done.
Is it fun to go out there and play special teams, even if it's only a half dozen plays a game? You like that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every play is opportunity to do something. It's not just like a chance to be on the field. Special teams like has shown like to be a real big part of our success this year, coming up with big plays like ASU. I mean, special teams has been like such a big part of the season, and it's special teams is the biggest change of like possession of the ball. There's more yards gained and lost in special teams there in any other play in the game. So we take it to heart, and special teams is something that we really pride ourselves in.
Are you glad that you broke your red shirt to play?
Yeah. I felt like my whole thing was anything I could do to make the team better, and I feel like that little bit on special teams, the effort I put in practice, and makes the team better. So like that's what I wanted to do, and I got the opportunity to do it. So
how different are you now, personally, football-wise, everything, than you were in August?
Well, it educated me a lot about just the game, how fast it was, the intensity, the speed, and just like the pride that it takes every play. Like doesn't matter if it's kickoff return. Like you have to take pride in being on the field and just doing that little bit that you can. And it's made me like a more experienced player, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, a lot lot of guys come out of high school highly regarded like you were, and they think they can come right in and play right away and start and do things like that. Was that a learning experience for you to know that you couldn't come in and start right away?
Yeah, I knew that wasn't necessarily the case. I know how hard it is to come in and play defense. I mean, a lot of people can come in and play offense and be successful, but how like intricate our defense is, like being at the right place and being able to move and just understand all the different things around you, not just what you know, like what you have to do, it's what everyone else has to do, and you have to be able to play off of that. So I knew that I wasn't going to be able to come in and just start and play right away, but if the opportunity came to be like ready to do it, I knew like physically and mentally that I needed to prepare myself for if the opportunity came.
These next 3 weeks are often a time for younger guys to play more and scrimmage more and do stuff like that. You looking forward to it?
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, it's always fun. Like, I take a lot of reps in practice and get used to the flow of stuff. But this next, like, 3 weeks should be a good opportunity to get, like, a good feel for, like, what it's going to be like next year, just to be able to, like, flow right into stuff.
Adam, you're a local kid. You've been able to observe the Wildcats from the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, make it their way up to the top from the outside. Now you're a part of it. Can you just talk about that?
I mean, as a kid, there was a time where people in Tucson didn't really care too much for the Wildcats. I mean, they went through that roller coaster, and like coaching was in and out, and there was seasons where I didn't go to games, and I remember coming to some games as a kid and like getting stuff from like, oh yeah, can I get your gloves or something? And I remember for a while I was on the other side getting opponents' gloves. I still have like some gloves from other teams and stuff. I mean, it wasn't as far as like people locally not being loyal. It was just like I was young and unaware of everything. My family followed the Wildcats like because my dad and my parents both went here. My cousins graduated from here. But as a kid growing up, I really think that now looking back at it, like the progression like they've made, like I could see the kids like in Tucson now, like instead of watching USC or Notre Dame, like they ask us, oh, why wasn't your game on TV last week? And we have like pictures in our locker room of kids like crying because we lost a game, and just like the people actually care, and it's good to like notice that the people in Tucson are really following us and are behind us. And I wouldn't say it wasn't so much like that when I was a kid. Like, it was there, but I was just unaware of it because I had like my own favorite team, and I really didn't do this or that as much. But I think it's real important that like people can see and their parents are noticing that we are actually like making a move and like becoming better, because their kids are starting to realize it, and it's just going to be something big for Tucson.
You got to see Taylor Mays up close on Saturday. You fancy yourself kind of a Taylor Mays type guy, or what was that like?
He was big. I didn't like yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, your body size, and I was like, man, he's a big like specimen, but I didn't see too much like watching the game. Like, I could see where we didn't do things because he was back over the ball. He had like a good range, and it's always good to like view yourself like what you could be doing in a couple years or like in the future, being able to make plays and have deep like control the defense to where offenses don't want to do things just because they know you're there. But I don't think as like that's why we weren't doing certain things. I thought he was a good player, and like hopefully like he'll have like a good success in like the rest of his career, and I just thought it was cool to be like there. I met him a couple times. I mean, he's just like the rest of us athletes trying to make it through the life. But yeah.
Anything else for Adam?